Hi everybody. So I just figured this would be the easiest way to explain to you how to get to the Google form and then how to evaluate the scholarship applications. So this will be attached to the email that I'm going to send, as well as one letter of recommendation that a student could not, or one of the dancers could not upload because it was private and the instructor did not want her to see it. So that is for Grace, Anna Grace Hall, sorry, but that will be attached. So when you're evaluating her application, just don't forget that you need to evaluate that second letter of recommendation. I changed the scoring just a little bit. Essay, what I'm looking for obviously is writing ability, that it's actually well written essay, their goals, and also one of the things that I feel like we get a lot of is just, I'm doing this, 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 and we see that in like their application or resume, whatever. So maybe something that makes them stand out a little bit. So if they have a great story or, just something that you feel like makes them maybe deserve the or deserve the scholarship a little bit more, then those are things that you would want to score a little higher on. Activities and leadership, basically, we're looking, have they been a leader within their dance organization? Do they volunteer? Do they have any honors that they've been given through school or activities? Do they hold like captain positions on other teams? And just if they are involved in other activities, if they work, that's super important just because if they're holding a job and they're also dancing and going to school, that's pretty significant amount of time that they're spending doing all those things and still being successful. So transcripts, pretty self-explanatory. Look for like AP classes, honors classes, GPA, class rank, things like that. Usually students stand out. There's usually a huge like divide. We'll have a big group at the top and then a big group kind of down here. So look at those things and just make sure that you're judging them according to that. Reference letters are pretty big. So what we normally have is they don't just get points for reference letters. They get points for what's in those reference letters. So if someone's taking the time and really saying a lot of nice things about them and just talking a lot about them personally, those should get more points than just something that would be regurgitated from a resume. Those are things where they're taking time to pick the right person to write a letter of recommendation for them, and also making sure that we've had some directors write this much, and then we have directors write 2 pages. So if a director's writing this much, that's not a good thing. So just make sure that the reference letters are nice and, somewhat lengthy, and then judge that accordingly. So this is new. Overall impression. So we took the resume out, so that was the other part of that because activities and all of that kind of go in together. So the overall impression is kind of left up to you. One thing, like effort, you're going to notice the difference of like, some people will put a lot of effort into everything that they've done, like their activities, their essay, making sure to get the correct people to do their letters of rec, whatever it may be. But then a big thing for me, I think, is financial need, because obviously, and they may not state it, and we may not really know, but if there is something where there is a financial need, I feel like that's something that's important that needs to be considered as well. So I'm kind of giving you this option to kind of do whatever you want with there. Just use your best judgment for overall impression. So we have 14. They are not in alphabetical order because they're in order of the form in which they were submitted. So that's kind of important. So that way when you go down, you'll just click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to show you really quick. I'm going to pull this over. But you're going to get a link to the Google form. Basically, all you're going to do, you should all have gotten an email, and I should be able to send that to you. But I have you all in as collaborators. So I just want to make sure that everyone's information is correct. So these are the emails that I have for you. So if this is not correct, let me know, and I will put the correct email in for you. I know for a couple of you I have more than one. But just make sure that that is the correct email so that you are able to get that link. So very simply, all you do is go up and click responses, and you can click on actually you can scroll down and click on any part of these, but if you just click on like the first email, this is number 1. And once you click on that, it takes you through a toggle tab. You can go through and click through, or you can do a drop down all the way through to 14 once you're done evaluating number 1. But as you can see, it has all their information. So it has their name. You guys don't really need the address or anything like that. Has what school they're with, and it also has their leadership if they've held any leadership positions. The next thing is going to be their essay, and I did up it to 250 to 500 words because I wanted them to have the opportunity to write more if needed. Then you have their extracurricular activities. This is college acceptance. I only asked for 1. I did not ask for multiple because they're all being accepted to a university. So as long as they have 1, hopefully they pick the one that represents them the best, and if they receive scholarships from there. So there's that. So you have to open that link. Their transcript, you obviously will have to open that transcript up. Letters of rec, you'll have to open those 2 up. And then the picture. If you want to come down and look at the picture first, that might be a good idea. I probably should have put that up higher. So that way you can look at who you're evaluating. Not that that matters, but just so you can put a name and face together. So if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. But that's it. So as you're evaluating, you are just going to fill out that the form, and you are going to go ahead and total for me at the end, and then that's all you'll need to do. You can email this back to me once you are completed with it. I would like to have these, I'm looking at dates, sorry, because if possible by, if we could possibly have it done by Sunday night, that would be fantastic. If you need a day or 2 more, that's okay, just because we just need the list basically of order, and I can go in and add your scores in. But shoot for Sunday evening. If we can have those completed by then, that would be fantastic. And thank you for participating and helping out. I really appreciate it. And again, if you have questions, let me know.